Camilla is the recipient of a Beauty Changes Life scholarship, and she has such a powerful story about how this allowed her to enter in really the next phase of your career, Camilla, and reach your dreams. And then I don't want to get too, I'm not going to tell your story for you, but I watched some of your scholarship videos and some of the videos that you've put out there, and I was almost in tears, I have to say, because it is so powerful. And you said something that, I mean, it really struck a chord with me because I'm such a believer in this, but you said something that you are one decision away from a different life.
Yes.
And I'm like, it's so powerful. And what I'd love for you to do is just, as people are popping on here, and for our audience that maybe doesn't know about you, doesn't know about Beauty Changes Lives, talk to me a little bit about your background, and start, from as far back as you want to, and then now to who you are today.
Okay, so first, thank you again for inviting me.
You're so welcome.
So I'll start my career story. Basically, I went to Drexel University, came home, graduated from Baruch, have a marketing degree. But what was happening is that I couldn't find a job in marketing because so I didn't get experience, and without experience, I can't get a job. And so I was in this gerbil wheel with my career. And at a job fair, I landed at Gemological Institute of America. So that I started off in jewelry. And so after a few years working in jewelry in the diamond district and learning that world, I realized, and I said this during my a speech for Beauty Changes Lives, the one thing I learned about the beauty industry is that I did not want to be in the beauty in the jewelry industry. So after years of doing it, I realized something was lacking. And even though I couldn't put a finger on it, I was like, I don't want to work with things. I wanted to work with people. And after 3 layoffs in the jewelry industry, I took a leap and I said, I'm not actively looking for employment in the jewelry industry anymore. I am going to change gears completely and go to beauty school. So because I already had my degree and I did it the right way for my parents, I was like, I'm not a beauty school dropout, but I'm going to change careers and try something new. And my mom is the person that found the scholarship on the website of the school I went to. I went to Hair Design Institute, which is now Brittany Beauty Academy in New York. And yeah, I applied for the scholarship. I had 2 days to enter before the deadline. And I was already taking such a leap that my mom was like, just do it. 2 days, that's enough time. You're a creative person. And I put together the video and I submitted it. And then next thing you know, I got a phone call like, hi, you're a winner. And literally that was not only mind blowing, but it was like the first yes that I was doing, the first like big yes that I was doing the right thing, because not actively looking for employment and changing a career at 36, I was terrified. And so that nod from Beauty Changes Lives, like I jokingly put in my story, they were the wind beneath my wings, but they really were. Like, they literally held me up like, we see you, you can do this. And so, yeah.
And so that's really,
what kind of.
Oh, I'm sorry. Keep going.
No, I was gonna say that was like the first, since it was the first big yes for me, that kind of made me sit up straighter and say, oh, maybe I can do this. Maybe this is possible. That was a good divine wink. I like to call it little winks. And I kept getting little winks like that as I evolved in my career. And so after I graduated with my cosmetology license, I just started putting myself more out there and just doing little things, little steps. And those little steps kept landing in the right eyes and ears. And then, I don't know, my name ended up in rooms before I did. And then, the rest is kind of history.
I mean, so that was really your first sign from the universe. And I
Yes.
we've got someone on named Michelle, and she just said divine wink.
Yes.
It's so true. And I'm all about that. When you take a leap and the universe kind of catches you and it's like, hey, you're doing the right thing.
Yes.
So talk to me about the difference because that paid for almost your entire beauty school.
Almost. Yes.
Yeah.
It was a huge burden off of my back. And what it allowed me, Beauty Changes Lives truly, truly allowed me to focus then on my goals and not how was I going to make this happen? Because the first thing my mother said was like, where's this money going to come from? You don't have $20,000 just sitting. Like I'm just young, not young, but I'm not married at the time. I'm just going out to eat, you know,
Living the
happy
New York life.
happy hours. Yeah, I'm like, I'm hanging out. But then to make that step, I really thought, well, maybe if I take 2 clients this day and 3 clients this day, and it seemed overwhelming, and it was overwhelming. But when I was a scholarship recipient, I just exhaled and I was like, whoa, I can really, like, there's no excuse now, because it was a childhood dream, but now to know that it was so much closer to being realized without the burden of financial worries, it was a blessing, true blessing.